Now I'm going to be making our devil's own deviled eggs. And to do that, I need to go ahead and hard boil some eggs. What you do is you put the eggs in a single layer in a pan and make sure that they're covered at least 1 inch. We're going to bring it to a boil, turn off the heat, and cover it for 15 minutes, then run it under cool water and peel the eggs. Alright, we've hard boiled the eggs, and now we've run them under cold water. And what we're going to do is just crack them on the sink and then go ahead and peel off the shell into our little compost container. And the egg shell is very, very good for compost. It contains a lot of calcium. So, then what I do is I go ahead and put it back in the water. That just rinses off any little egg shell that I still have on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish peeling these eggs, and we'll cut them in half. Alright, as you can see, I've already started cutting my hard-boiled eggs, and all you do is you slice it in half, and then I just use a little spoon and get that little egg yolk out of there. And it doesn't matter if they're perfect or the little hole is in the center of the egg, because we're going to go ahead and cover that up anyway. So you just go ahead and put it into a little deviled egg holder. Is you're going to take your mayonnaise, your yellow mustard, your dried ground hatch pepper. You can also use regular chili pepper. This one is actually medium hot in temperature. You put that in. And then I minced, I ground my jalapeno pepper. And the reason I ground it is because I didn't want a whole bunch of chunks. I wanted it to be a little bit more blended. Okay, so then what you do is you go ahead and you mash this together like this. Now if you really want it smooth, I suppose you could go ahead and use a mixer or a blender. Okay, you can see that I've already put some of my mixture into my little hard-boiled egg halves, and I'm just going to finish up. And it doesn't have to be perfect because they're going to refrigerate overnight and they're going to be yummy. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your smoked paprika, and you're just going to take a little pinch and just sprinkle over your little deviled eggs. And it's kind of more for garnish. Now, people do get fancy and they use a pastry bag and they squirt it out and they get real fancy and everything, but I like just doing them so that they're edible and simple. And there you have it. This is the Devil's Own Deviled Eggs, and I'm Ramona Werst with Real Texas Recipes.